Yo! What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Zoe's podcast show. I'm your host, Zoe, and I'm going to let you know what's going down. Straight from Anchor Radio, and you can always listen to me on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, all the podcast places that you may want to listen to. So thank you guys for listening, however you're listening, whenever you're listening. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And also catch me on Twitter at Zoe Yours Truly, Instagram Zoe UFC1, and Facebook Zoe UFC. And don't forget to check out my YouTube page. Well, I got some videos up there, some gameplay of UFC 229 and everything like that. Put in Zoe UFC, subscribe, like, notifications, all that. Very appreciated if you do. All right, let's get into the news, man. First of all, very shocking news that happened yesterday, man. Very shocking news. Let's see what we start around here with. I guess the disappointing news. Let's start with that. Let's start with the bad going up to good. Let's do that. Disappointing news that we got yesterday. Or matter of fact, not even yesterday, this past weekend and Monday, clarified up. Sean O'Malley is out of UFC 229. Man. Sean O'Malley. Man, I really wanted to see him fight at UFC 229, man. It might have been the undercard or might have been pay-per-view. I think it probably would have been pay-per-view. I'm not sure. But, man, just to find out that he's not fighting because of some reason, I don't know. Daniel Cormier has his predictions why he got caught or why he got snitched on. If you don't know, Daniel Cormier is pretty much calling John Jones a snitch because John Jones took the deal to let USADA know, if he sees something, say something kind of thing, and he thinks that Sean O'Malley, very coincidental, by the way, that Sean O'Malley is the first victim of the John Jones thing. But I'm not here to say here and there or, that's what happened or whatever like that. I'm not here to say that. I'm just saying, it's pretty coincidental. I'm not saying John Jones did it, but it's very coincidental. I'm just saying like that. And for some other news, man, we had the fight. This is probably the most disturbing news of what happened. We had the fight done. We thought it was done. We thought we had Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Valentina Shevchenko in the bag for UFC 231. We thought we had that good. We was all riffing and raving about it and everything. Everybody was happy and joyful and all that stuff. But then yesterday happened. Then they pretty much solved the UFC 230 main event thing. Fiasco they had going on. But the way that they did it is just like, what is going on? Okay, so let's get into it, right? So we got, instead of Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Valentina Shevchenko, we got Valentina Shevchenko versus Sarah Eubanks. I think that's how you say it. It's spelled crazy, right? Sarah Eubanks, or Eubanks, at UFC 230. The main event of UFC 230 at MSG in NYC is Valentina Shevchenko versus Sarah Eubanks. I'm trying not to, because Like, okay, UFC 228 was supposed to headline with Valentina Shevchenko versus Nico Montano, correct? Before they booked the Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till fight. That was supposed to be the main event. But then they said, it's got to be better than that. It's got to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, they put in the Darren Till versus Tyron Woodley fight to make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? To make it a better event to go by, you know? So, for them to say, you know, Valentina Shevchenko versus Nico Montano cannot main event, and to come back and say Valentina Shevchenko versus Sarah Eubanks to main event is just, I don't know. It doesn't sound good. That's the main event that we're going to go with at UFC 230 at NYC. What is going on? Did they really not have nothing at all? Did they purposely not want to give Nate Diaz a title shot? I mean, like, come on, man. Come on. It was golden. Right there in your hands. But they didn't do it. They don't want to give... I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like they don't want to give Nate Diaz that title shot, or the title contention, or the title period. I don't know. They don't want to do it. I don't know why. I don't think it's Dustin Poirier. I think it's Nate Diaz. I don't know. Maybe they concerned about him pulling out after he wins. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. You know what? I'm done with it. I'm going to watch 230. But I don't like it. So that happened as well. So that's pretty much the bad news that happened this past couple days with that. But some good news. Got some good news going on. You can't be all bad, right? Got some good news. It's fully booked this time, you know, as far as we know, because you never know what the UFC might do. As far as we know, it's fully booked. UFC 231, the main event is going to be Max Holloway versus Brian Ortega finally, right? That's fully booked. And another booking that we had as well is for the Ultimate Fighter finale. This is a good one. I feel like this is a good one. Ultimate Fighter finale in the welterweight division, we got Dos Anjos versus Usman. Number 3 versus number 6. And that's going down on November 30th. Right before, a weekend before UFC 231. So, that fight should be good. I'm digging that one. That's a good one right there. So, there's a little bit of good news that happened out of that day. Out of yesterday. So, props to them for making that fight. I'm really down to seeing that Dos Anjos versus Usman fight, to see who's going to be like the next contender in the welterweight division. We don't know what's going on with Tyron Woodley. I think he has like an injury or something like that. We don't know what's going on with him, or that he can't fight, you know, right away or anything like that. So we'll see what's going on with him. But we also don't know what's going on with your boy that everybody loves. We also don't know what's going on with him, when he's going to be ready to go as well. I think Tyron Woodley is good, but I don't think what's his name is not good. I don't think he's good at all. But we'll see about that. So this might say who's going to be the next contender if it's not going to be that guy. You know who that guy is. I don't got to say that guy's name. But that's going to be a really interesting fight. And, of course, 231, the long-awaited fight that we supposed to have like 5 years ago, Max Holloway versus Brian Ortega. I mean, I don't got to say anything else about that. I said so much about it. I said too much about it to not let it happen. So we'll see if it happens this time in Toronto, and hopefully it goes down. Nobody pulls out. And when I say nobody pulls out, I'm kind of saying Max, because Brian Ortega shows up. But that's going down in December 8th. Like I said, after the Ultimate Fighter, the week after Ultimate Fighter finale. So that's going down. And we still got UFC 232 with the main event. John Joe. I don't know if that's booked yet though. John Joe versus Alexander Gustafsson. But going back to DC news, going back to Daniel Cormier, he says that the UFC might strip him of the light heavyweight title because of that fight. So just look out for that, man. That might happen. So that's pretty much it what's going on for right now in the UFC. Still hyped up for Saturday to go down. Man, I am so hyped. Check out my YouTube, man. Check out my YouTube. I'm going to have something special. Hopefully I have something special. Something real special. But I'm going to have my picks. I'm going to have everything go down this Friday, Fight Week Friday. Wait. I'm going to have it after the weigh-ins, because we got to make sure everybody weighs in good. We got to make sure everybody's going to show up. I'm going to have that after the weigh-ins for my picks. Still back and forth with the main event. And I know some people are just like adamant about their pick. Like, oh, Conor's going to take it. Oh, Khabib's going to take it. I don't know. It's not that easy. I'm here to let you guys know it's not that easy. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Especially the way Conor's training right now. You just see how much Conor's training right now? Getting his cardio up. In the last or episode 2 of Embedded, he's getting ready for the ground and pound and everything like that. I don't know if he's gonna be ready for Khabib's ground and pound, but I don't know. We don't know. We'll discuss that on Friday. Fight Week Friday. We will discuss the picks. I'll explain to you who I'm picking and everything like that. Co-main event. I'm not even doing it. I'm gonna let you know my pick right now. It's gonna be Showtime Pettis. Okay, that's my dude. He has the best name in the UFC. Anthony, because that's my middle name. Shout outs to Anthony. And now that Anthony Rumble Johnson is not in it, he has the best name in the UFC. So shout outs to Anthony Pettis. And I also saw that Anthony Pettis is he thinks that Conor McGregor will win. So I don't know if he's a fan of Conor McGregor. I think he is a fan of Conor McGregor, actually. And that kind of, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool to know. But that's all I got for today. Check out my YouTube, man. Check out me on Friday. If you don't check out my YouTube, check out my podcast and everything like that. Thanks again for listening. Shout outs to all the podcasters out there doing their thing. Like I say, hopefully I'll have something real special for you later on this week for UFC 229. But I will have the fight picks on Friday. I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Take it easy. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Ooh, I didn't even know I could do that. Wonderful Wednesday. Okay, let's do that right there. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Take care. And for your safety report, like I always say, make sure to tie your shoes. All right, y'all. Peace.